How long would you expect a dishwasher to last? At what point would you start recommending people to maybe consider new ones?
If you bought a dishwasher in the mid 90s, expect it to last a good 15
Uh,
years. If you buy a dishwasher today, you will probably have a service call needed on it because there's some kind of issue. It doesn't matter if it's the cheapest or the most expensive dishwasher within probably 5 years.
wow, yeah, times have changed.
And it may be a small issue, but something's going to
Yeah.
happen.
Is that just, I guess, a combination of not as robust parts and there's more kind of complex things going on?
Yeah, exactly. There's so many sensors. Dishwashers back in the day, especially if it had a timer on it, you could catch the thing on fire and it would run
Still be going.
because it's just literally a motor and a timer. So it's running. If it's getting power, it's
Yeah.
running. Yeah, those are great. The more high-end models and the more models with the bells and whistles, those tend to have more inconvenient issues because of the amount of sensors. It'll just give a code even if there may not be anything wrong with it. And of course, a customer's not going to know. They'll have to call somebody because sometimes they can't even start it if there's a
Yeah.
code. So
And then that could all just be due to a fault, like a wrong or like a ghost sensor issue, something like that.
yeah, it could be nothing. I know there was a quick story. There was a Bosch dishwasher. Now Bosch is great. They're wonderful. They're quiet. They do an excellent job. They typically last a little more than most other brands, but when they break, they're very complicated to work on, and not many people do actually work on them because
Right.
of that. Between me and my coworker, who's been a technician for over 30 years, we went out on this Bosch dishwasher over the course of probably 2 months. We installed just about every part on the dishwasher, and we were still getting an error code that indicated it had a problem draining. And we changed the drain line, the drain pump, the board, just everything we could think of. They eventually replaced the dishwasher. I requested to have that dishwasher so I could completely gut it down to the frame and find out what was going
Yeah.
on. The whole time, the only problem with it, and it was literally coating out to where she couldn't use it, was there was a tiny plastic cover that was literally just a plastic cover. It was maybe a quarter of an inch thick, maybe 2 inches long, but it sat over where the water drained from the dishwasher to the
Oh
drain
my
hose, and it was just a
That's
little cover. And it was just a centimeter askew. It just barely popped out. But when it did that, it changed how many amps the drain motor required to drain the water, that it thought there was an issue,
Wow.
just because it had to try a little harder to drain the water. And so that's like an example where a little too much technology can just cause a really
Yeah,
big
oh
problem.
man, that poor customer. That is brutal.
It was so I couldn't believe it. I had to call my buddy as soon as I found out what
Yeah.
it was. And
Uh,
yeah.